Welcome and welcome back to my tarot channel. For today's reading, we're going to be asking the question, how are you growing? So you have three options here. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So take your time to pick what's best for you, and I'll see you in your reading. So group number 1, if you chose this Ariel sticker, this is your reading. So to put this short, I'm seeing that you guys are being more yourself. You're kind of breaking free from the norm, breaking free from the status quo, and like deep down, like you may be like a very unconventional person yourself, but you've been kind of dimming that down to kind of fit in with everybody else, to kind of fit, like society's view of how you should live your life. You may want like unconventional things in life. You may not want like the normal, the normal 9 to 5, like the white picket fence house and a family. Like you might want to do things a little bit differently. And I see that the way that you're growing up ahead, or even right now, is that you're going to be breaking free from that, and you're going to let yourself be kind of weird and unconventional. So you got the Page of Swords, the King of Cups reversed, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Two of Wands, reversed, the Death card reversed, the Seven of Cups reversed, and the Four of Cups. So I'm seeing that you guys have a certain way of expressing yourself that you've been holding back from. You have a certain way that you've been wanting to express yourself that you haven't been showing to the world. You haven't been moving forward with it because basically you think that it's not normal. You're kind of afraid of like how people are gonna view you. You're afraid of you're afraid of what people are gonna think. You're afraid it's not gonna work out because it's not normal. You guys are really in your head about this. You're kind of, and honestly, you might be kind of letting it bring you down. It might be affecting your mental health because you're keeping yourself stuck in a spot that your soul doesn't want to be stuck in. And when you're not living life the way that your soul wants you to, you're making yourself vulnerable to things like depression and anxiety and a lot of other mental health issues. And then you got the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Seven of Cups reversed. So you guys could see a lot of success from whatever this is if you just take that leap of faith. If you just bite the bullet and do it, you could see a lot of success from it. But the way you're seeing it is like a fantasy. Like you're seeing it as some sort of delusion in your head because that's what society makes you think. That's what other people make you think because it's weird, because it's not normal. And when I say weird, I don't mean weird in like a bad way. I just mean that it's, like it's unconventional. It's different. So you're scared to do it. And then you have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Four of Cups. So you guys are going to be taking action on this, and you're going to have the tools to actually be able to defend yourself and put up boundaries, because you've really put a lot of thought into this. You've meditated on it. You know what you need to do. You know what you want to do, and you're not going to be letting people make you think otherwise. Like, you're not going to let other people get into your head. You're not going to let others cross your boundaries and make you think that what you're doing isn't right for you, because only you know what's best for yourself, and you're not going to let other people change that. So, like, for example, and I know this happens to a lot of people, like if your parents, if your friends, if your brother, if your sister goes to you and says, oh, that's never gonna work out, oh, that's crazy, oh, why would you want to live like that, or like, just being negative about it, pointing out all of the things that can go wrong, you're gonna be like, hey, like, this is what I want to do, and I'd appreciate it if you don't give your opinion when I didn't ask for it, Like, you're going to be able to defend yourself and defend your choices in life. So you have free yourself from hesitations, perplexity, and consternation. I actually don't know that word, I'm sorry. Only intent on what is beneficial. So you guys are going to be freeing yourself from outside opinions, and you're just going to be focusing on what you need to do to get the life that you deserve, to get the life that you want. In birth, decay, death, sorrow, and turmoil, be the seer of the ultimate reality with faith and serenity. So you know what your ultimate reality needs to be. You know what you need to do in life. You know what you want to do, and you're going to be having faith in that, and you're not going to let other people walk all over you and try to tell you that you're wrong. And this could have been something that you've probably been scared of this for a while. You've probably been scared of other people's opinions for a while. You've probably been scared of what other people are going to say or think about what you're doing for a while. But you guys are you're not going to care anymore. And that's the best kind of mental state that you can achieve in life, is just not caring what other people think, because then that gives you the freedom to do whatever you want. And when you have the freedom to do whatever you want, you can make your life whatever you want. You can live your best life. So that is all I'm seeing for you guys today. Let me know if it resonated, and I'll see you in the next one. So group 2, if you chose this sticker, this is your reading. So you guys are going to be growing more spiritually. You're going to be becoming more enlightened. You're going to develop a stronger intuition, gain some wisdom, stuff like that. So you got the Knight of Cups reversed, King of Wands reversed, the Page of Wands reversed, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands reversed. You guys got a lot of cards, so I'm moving them a little bit. Clarified by the Three of Pentacles reversed, the Two of Pentacles, the Justice reversed, the Fool, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You guys also got the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So with these two cards, this spiritual enlightenment, this growth in your wisdom and your intuition may come kind of quickly and surprise you. You may experience something quick and unexpected that kind of pushes you into this growth period, that kind of pushes you to go within and learn more and develop more of an intuition, develop more wisdom. Something may happen quickly that pushes you into either like a dark night of the soul or some type of spiritual growth period. So you guys haven't, honestly, with the cards that I'm seeing that you guys haven't really been able to be yourself. You haven't been able to express yourself the way you want to. You haven't been able to show your true, authentic self. You've been letting the issues of others kind of cause issues with you. You've been letting outside influences kind of, like drag you down, dim your light, keep you in kind of this negative frame of mind that a lot of people honestly get stuck in. And this spiritual enlightenment is going to help. I'm not trying to say that other people are less than you. I'm just trying to say that you're getting this type of wisdom that a lot of people just don't have. And that doesn't mean that other people aren't, intelligent, other people aren't smart. It's just like, a lot of people aren't into the spirituality stuff. A lot of people aren't into that woo-woo stuff. Like, you're going to be getting into a frame of mind, like a mindset that a lot of people just don't understand. But you're not really going to care that people don't understand. You're not going to let the struggles of day-to-day life, you're not going to let the busyness of, work, material things hold you back. You're not going to let life in general make you feel like you don't have time for yourself anymore. You may be, and this happens to a lot of people because, we're adults, we have jobs, we work, we have to make money, we have to, we have to get our cars fixed, we have to make sure, we have to make sure our responsibilities are handled, and sometimes that can get to be a lot, and sometimes that can distract us from the true meaning of life. Sometimes that can distract us from our own comfort and our own contentment. Sometimes that can distract us from our spiritual practices. Sometimes that can distract us from, doing our meditations. Sometimes that can just it can honestly just bring us into a negative state of mind, because people were not made to work for 24/7. People were not made for the life we've been handed by today's society. And it's fine if you get stuck in that negative frame of mind, but you guys are finally getting out of it, and you're gaining some wisdom, You're becoming more intuitive. You're seeing people for who they truly are. You're seeing life for what it's really supposed to be about. You're gonna be letting things move more fluidly. You're gonna let go of this need for control that so many people have because society taught us that we need to control everything. You're just gonna be going with the flow, and you're gonna be becoming a lot more enlightened. You're gonna be a lot more happy. You guys may be getting a mentor or becoming a mentor. You're going to have a lot of wisdom that needs to be shared, honestly. Yeah, your past, present, and future are elusive. Be pure. Free yourself from such conditions unimpeded. So yeah, that's exactly. I didn't even read that card until now. That's exactly what I said this entire reading. Focus so you can read it. Damn it. I think it's focused now. You can read that. You can pause it if you need to. That's exactly what I said this whole reading. You've been thinking too much. You're gonna stop thinking too much. Exert yourself with thoughts of benevolence. Be soft in your speech. So yeah, you guys probably are gonna have some wisdom that you need to share. You might be growing spiritually into the type of person that feels like you need to share your wisdom. You might be becoming like a mentor. Yeah. And you could be getting over some mental struggles that you've been having. Like if you have anxiety or depression or anything like that, you could be using this spiritual growth to get over that. And I mean, obviously, I'm not saying like you can just cure depression and anxiety like that. I mean, sometimes you can. Sometimes you can help yourself get over it. Sometimes you can go to therapy and you can get over it. But you know, it's the chemicals in your brain. But sometimes with lots of meditation and mindful practices, we can handle those things without having to do things like take medication and stuff like that. So that's all I'm seeing for you guys today. Let me know if it resonated, and I'll see you in the next one. So group 3, if you chose this sticker, this is your reading. So you guys got the 6th and the 9th house. You guys could be, I'm seeing that the way you guys are growing is you're going to be expanding in the way that you connect your beliefs into your day-to-day routine. So this could be like integrating a spiritual practice into your health and wellness routine. This could be like, and this could even have to do with like work. This could be going into a field that has to do more with like your spiritual beliefs or your life purpose, things like that. So like specifically, this could be, you know, maybe adding meditation to your morning ritual. This could be, you know, starting to practice yoga. This could be doing like sound baths weekly, you know, like stuff like that. This could be doing like a weekly chakra healing, you know. You're adding more of your spiritual or religious practices into your daily routine. You're kind of walking what you talk. You're becoming more of the person that you are deep down on the surface. So you guys got the Eight of Pentacles. And this doesn't even have to be like specifically a spiritual practice like prayer or meditation or yoga or things like that. It could even be things like art. You could be painting on a day basis. Like stuff like that can be part of your spiritual destiny, you know? Like it doesn't have to be specifically something that people do as a spiritual or religious practice. It could be like painting or cooking or something like that. Something that you're divinely meant to do. Something that's written in your fate. You got the Magician. You got the Ten of Wands reversed. And the Queen of Wands reversed. Clarified by the Hanged Man, it's the Hanged Woman in this deck. The Knight of Swords. The Death card. And the Strength card. So you guys are saying goodbye to working on things that don't benefit you. You're saying goodbye to living in this kind of mindset that holds you back and makes you feel powerless. So, for example, before you guys started or are going to start implementing these spiritual practices into your routine, maybe you've been struggling a lot with just getting out of bed in the morning. Maybe you've been struggling a lot with sitting down and getting your work done. Maybe you've been struggling a lot with getting yourself into work on time, stuff like that. Maybe you've been struggling a lot with just basically feeling content with what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. So you guys are going to start implementing more of your spiritual practice into your daily routine, and you're going to feel more energized to wake up in the morning. You're going to feel like when you wake up in the morning, you're just going to feel like you're ready to take on the day because you're happy to be doing what you're doing on a day-to-day basis when you start implementing more of these practices into your daily routine. So say you start reading every day. Say you love to read and you just haven't been able to pick up a book in a while, but you find a really good book and you're like, okay, I'm just going to start reading at least a little bit every day. You're going to wake up and you're going to be excited for every single day because you know that you're going to be reading that day. If you implement meditation into your daily practice, you're going to be waking up excited to meditate. You're going to be waking up excited to do yoga. And this could even have to do with career, like I said in the beginning. So maybe you guys are getting a new job that has to do more with your divine purpose. You guys are going to wake up in the morning before work. You're going to be excited to go to work. You're going to be showing up on time. You're going to be showing up early. You're going to be ready to get things done because it's part of your divine plan. It's been written in your fate and you're happy to do it. So you guys are basically changing your life in a way that you've just been going with the flow of how society wants you to live. You've just been, getting up and getting it done. And you've just been, kind of overworking yourself because you've been living life, you've been doing your daily routines, you've been working in a field that just doesn't really feed your soul. It's not what you're meant to be doing. So, maybe you've been tired and you don't know why you're so exhausted. Like, you could be getting 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep every night and still be tired all day because you're not happy to be, you're not happy to be awake because you're not doing what you want. You're not doing what your soul wants to do, and that's why you're tired, that's why you're exhausted. So once you make these changes into doing the things that you're meant to be doing, you're going to be feeling a lot more energized and happy and content. I'm going to pull a couple more advice cards for you. So you got the loving kindness you show to others returns to you as grace. You're going to be so happy that it's going to be rubbing off on other people. Emptiness is the absolute reality, the source and support of all things. This makes me feel like you're going to be so content that you're not even gonna, and this may sound a little, this may not sound like, how do I put this? This may sound a little counterintuitive, but you guys are going to be so content with your life that you're going to have a lot of points throughout the day that you just don't have thoughts in your head. And that's because you're not anxious, you're not thinking about everything that's wrong in your life, you're not thinking about your struggles, because you're not really, when you're doing what you like to do, you're not really concerned about anything. So there are going to be times where you just don't have a thought in your mind, and that's okay. That's fine. That doesn't mean you're dumb. That doesn't make you unintelligent. That just means you're comfortable. And you guys are going to be becoming a lot more comfortable. So that is all I'm seeing for you guys today. Let me know if it resonated, and I'll see you in the next one.